What I did plan for this time, however, is for a special kind of game, an adventure game namely, which some people, myself included, might have some fond memories of. This game is kind of special because, while not one of the earliest adventure games per se, it was one of the first of its kind. It ushered in a sort of style of adventure games which has remained prevalent ever since it came out. At least 10 years ago, if I recall correctly. I am of course talking about Milky W. Made by Worteldry. One of the first conventional Flash games. So I hope you're ready for this amazing adventure, because I am. Milky W trying to cruise through space, but having the misfortune of having his spaceship malfunction and crash on a junkyard on Earth we're in. He is, oh boy, trapped by this mysterious shadowy figure. Then sold to this other mysterious shadowy figure, both of whom have a bizarrely static laugh. Crashed on Earth, sold to the circus. Our mission is to free Milky W. We can play the intro again, though I don't see why we would want to. Did you see all of those kilobytes that we had to load? I barely could, but we're at the circus that bought Milky W, so we need to find him and rescue him. And look at this bug, a beautiful red beetle. An animal cage, an empty locker. Well, there does seem to be a tiger in the cage, but yeah, there's a key in the cage too. Hello, could you please? There we go. But apparently we can't grab it with our hands. We're not going to acknowledge the tiger as being a problem, but also a key here, but it's hanging too high, which means we climb on the chair to get it. We found the key, hooray. Can we use it on this locker? No, the key doesn't fit, so let's check out the other trailer. We got a code, that was easy. But presumably the key will fit here, or maybe in this thing, which nets us a magnet. So let's go ahead and use our magnet to get this key. Maybe this one can be used for opening this thing. Yep, it can. So now we've got to find the 7 differences. Like this whisker is slightly different. There's a few spots missing from there. And there. That tooth is smaller than the other one. The lower lip flap is sort of open up different. It says greatest snow on Earth. This one. And can't quite see the last one, but luckily we can just use the tap trick for this, I think. Apparently something's different about the other tooth. I'm not really seeing it, but apparently finding all the differences somehow made a key appear, which sure enough we can use on this hole right here to play a game of Simon. Right, you managed to remember one spot. So I wonder how long we're going to have to do this for. Presumably 50 rounds. With how difficult this is. Yeah, it looks like we're building up to it. I wonder where the music went. But now we only had to do that 7 times. And our efforts are rewarded as Milky W is apparently hidden behind that wall. Along with a key, so we found him. And now we need to escape. Luckily we do have this key to help us with that. So let's get into the beetle. We see nothing special in the accelerator panels. Apparently the radio doesn't work. We can honk the horn, which results in the character yelling "Shh!" And we can also use, I think, our key that we just got on the ignition, which, you know, when I put my key on my car's ignition, that's what happens. We can click space. If we click the spacebar, press the spacebar, nothing happens, but we can also remember the code we got, which was escape. Yeah, that's what happens when you have the tab open all the time, Mike. So we found Milky W in the circus, now for the second half of our amazing adventure. As we return to the junkyard and try to find Milky's rocket. Oh, and here's a bit of a puzzle that pisses me off even today. We need to... Hello? To use the number keys. That says. But if we press the wrong number, the car will go down, and we need to keep doing this until the car is all the way up. I don't know what the guy who made this was thinking, but apparently... What was the guy's name? I don't even remember. He sounded fairly Slavic though. So now we got a flashlight, which means we can descend into the maze. Yeah, I think I'm gonna provide my own music for this, because it doesn't really get much better than this, does it? So I hope that this game is everything you expected it to be. I know it is for me. It fills my expectations, you know, this came out like at least 10 years ago, like I said. It was one of the first adventure Flash games. It certainly played around with the genre a lot, but with just suddenly being in the point and click mode. The old adventure UI strategy. And suddenly you're using your arrow keys to move around and pick up a giant key that's in a hole in the center of the maze, and then having to walk all the way back out. Because there aren't any shortcuts. This still isn't as bad as the, I don't know. There were still a lot of Flash games of this type though, from around the time that were still a lot worse than this. That is something that needs to be acknowledged as well. Pretty sure that Found Lost game that, actually, I don't know, if this looks like it came out before that Found Lost game that retrobraded not too long ago. And Spiffy has managed to make it one of my streams, amazing. Unfortunately, the late night fun I had with Final Fantasy is gone, but we did manage to escape the dark basement with the key. Which I think we can use on the box, yeah. It gives us a floppy disk, yeah. This is looking more and more late 90s with every second. Open the safe. Uh-oh. Did you hear that? Well, if you look at the safe... We do get to play around with the music note, but the code was... Nope, try again. There we go. And that gave us another key, which we can use on the only other locked place that is here. Which gives us the spaceship, which we will somehow repair through a memory game. This is amazing design right here. And yeah, playing the memory game does somehow repair the spaceship. Don't ask me how that works. But it does. The spaceship is fixed, hooray! And so that guy just wanders off into space without so much as a reward for us. Mission complete, the adventure is over. Was that everything we dreamed it would be? Yeah, it certainly was something that a lot of people remember fondly. One of the defining adventure games of this particular genre, one of the earliest ones. So I hope you'll enjoy that. That was fun. Okay, time for the real game. And some people here might recognize that music because, you know, oddly enough, everything I said about that game that we just played also applies to this one. It is one of the pioneers of its particular genre of adventure game. And, you know, well, genre of adventure game. I thought adventure game was its own genre, but this will be very 90s, but check it out, we got high graphics, high special effects and shadows and subtitles. So we're pushing this computer to its limits, clearly. There's also the book of stories which we're going to ignore. We could end the journey, but who would want that? We could continue the journey, but as it happens we have no saved games. So we're going to go ahead and begin the journey. The longest journey of our lives. And who boy, let me tell you, this game lives up to that name. But in all seriousness, you know, The Longest Journey is one of my most fondly remembered adventure games. And one of the most unique ones I've ever played.
Story, have you?
Gonna shut up for the cutscene now.
If you please, we would love to hear one of your stories. You have seen so much. You have lived so long.
Oh, so good of you to remind me of my age, child. No, don't worry. I am an old woman, but I've lived a long and fulfilling life, and I do have stories to tell. Which story would you like to hear?
A true one. A true story.
All my stories are true, child. There are enough fairy tales in the worlds already.
I disagree.
No need for me to make up more, believe me.
On the principles of weird fiction, but...
You want the story of the balance? Oh, that's a long story, child. And not one I'd venture to tell at this hour. But perhaps I could tell you a story that I heard a long time ago. A story that became a crucial turning point in the history of the balance. And that set in motion wheels that to this day are still turning.
Please, yes, that does sound like a story we'd like to hear.
Very well. This story, like all good stories, begins where it ends. In a tower, in a realm that is no more.
I can think of a few stories that don't begin and end in a tower, but, you know, I should probably refocus the window. To let the game continue. There we go. The longest journey of our lives is a long journey indeed. Funcom presents. This is, you know, the longest journey, which is indeed a very long journey, especially if you, like me, you're experiencing it for the first time. Well, when I experienced it for the first time, it took me a while to get through all of it. Might be a little bit faster now that I should be able to remember how to do a lot of the more obtuse puzzles, but I don't know. Also, I need to figure out how to properly resize the stream chat. Seem to be having a bit of trouble with that. Maybe if I include this, that'll even out. Steam machine puzzle. And that's good enough. It was kind of alright before, but I had to resize it because some of the words were getting cut off. Luckily though, we have this this Sims 2 face model trapped within this bizarre mystic chamber. I don't think we're supposed to know what any of this means yet, so... Notice though the subtle imagery of that plaque with colors that are constantly shifting back and forward. And this rotating plate with the snakes eating each other's tails, you know, Ouroboros and all that. And one of them getting slightly out of alignment, so could this be a not so subtle now that the balance that the old lady was mentioning getting unbalanced? Well, let's take a break from high fantasy and go over here to this cyberpunk city, where we meet the protagonist of the game. Who's designed in, you know, kind of an uncanny way, at least her model looks like that. Not quite right in this early version, but this is just the model that shows up during cutscenes, so there's that.
Oh, no. Don't tell me I'm dreaming again.
I think she is, though.
For once? Just once? It would be nice to have a decent night's sleep without waking up screaming from a bad dream at 4 a.m.
4 a.m. You know what I would like? I would like to be able to sleep at a good hour period, but
Postcard pretty.
apparently this landscape is postcard pretty. So this is our protagonist, April Ryan. And if we have her examine herself, we will see that indeed.
I'm in my undies. That's so not appropriate.
Well, there will be some violence, but it will be presented in its own special way.
What's happening?
For now though, if we head over to the right, we'll bear witness as an egg nearly rolls off the cliff.
Oh, perfect. I guess if I don't do something to save that egg, I'll suffer 7 years of bad karma or something.
I think you got an egg confused with a mirror, but
It looks reptilian, but it can't be. It's much too big and
could it
don't
be
much care for reptiles.
a dinosaur egg? Clearly that's the best assumption. Can you pick it up?
Did that sound come from the egg? Boy, that's some chick. I don't think I can get a good grip on it. It's too big and slippery and I might drop it by accident.
Remember too how we have all the high graphics, including the high quality April model. Then I can say these are the highest graphics I've ever seen. Nothing can compare to it. We do have the nest right over here though.
It's a nest, padded with large scales, very large scales. For some strange reason, I have a feeling I should get the hell out of here before the tenants return.
I am not playing this blind, but I will try to show off
This is
as much of it as I can.
I've never seen a scale this size before.
There's, you know, even when I was playing this for the first time, I did manage to solve most of the puzzles on my own, but there were a few that needed a procedure that was kind of obtuse. So we just picked up this scale.
It's a large, slick, and somehow disturbingly reptilian scale.
So I wonder what we're going to need that for. For now
I'm an
though,
artist, not a botanist, but I'm pretty certain this tree is dead, or close to it.
can acknowledge this
Dry
dead
as a
tree
bone. It'd probably snap right off in a second.
and make with this twig. Clearly we must get it.
Oh, the suffering we must endure.
What?
Why do you take such pleasure in torturing us?
I don't know, why do you, April?
Torturing you? Who are you?
We are the voice of all trees, the spirit of wood and leaf.
You're a talking tree?
No, a tree does not talk. At least not in your tongue. The tongue of trees is the language of wood, root, and leaf.
Who are you then?
Like we said, we are the voice of all trees. Whenever an injustice is done, we must speak for the tree if we are present.
It's the branch. I shouldn't have broken the branch off.
Oh, what does it matter anyway? There is nothing more to be done for us. We are simply here to provide comfort in the final passing to Earth. We are one
Whoops.
without hope, as we are all one spirit, but legion.
Well, I accidentally skipped one line of
Thanks
dialogue
for
there.
clearing that up.
We do not expect you to understand. You are human.
Well, with how slowly some of these characters speak, I have the feeling that's going to be something of a necessity to cut off some of the dialogue, but
What happened to the tree?
Oh, the pain. As the battle raged, we
Battle?
yeah, what battle?
between the mother and Black Chaos.
Black
She was
Chaos.
only protecting her child, but it would not back down, and the force of their battle shook the mountain. The brook that fed us was led astray, and without water, we began to wither and die.
So apparently there was a battle here between a mother and a Black Chaos, and that's what diverted the river?
What's the deal with the egg?
Egg? What egg? Oh, of course, the child. Whenever the mother was absent, we were entrusted with the safety of the child. But now, withered and without strength, we can do nothing to help. We have failed the mother, and we despair. Our shame knows no bounds.
Who are you again?
We are the wood spirit.
I think we already got
Come to
this
all
spiel.
trees in the hour of great need, to provide comfort and aid in the passing to Earth. Our time is running out as we speak. The passing to Earth is about to begin. Leave us now.
What about the egg?
Oh, it is too late. Without sustenance, we do not have the strength to bring it safely home. We have failed, and the Earth will know our shame for all time to come.
Well, I have the feeling that we're gonna have to do something with that egg. Are you always this
Are
glum?
you always this glum?
We are here because it is too late. The passing has begun. Leave us, please.
Isn't there anything I can do to help?
Oh, we do not expect a human to come to our aid.
Those
Lose the
humans with their
attitude, okay?
subpar
Just tell me if
health
there's anything I can
services.
do.
It is futile. We need water, but there is none. Not after the brook changed course.
I'll find a way. Don't panic.
We do not panic. Unlike you, we accept our destiny. If, however, against all odds, you do succeed, we will carry the child safely back into its nest. Do not make a foolish attempt on your own. It would spell certain misery.
So we got our first objective of the game, and that's to somehow get this water over here.
According to the, spirit, there was some kind of battle that split the rock and changed the course of the stream.
And now we need to redirect the stream. Well, one of them anyway. Back over to the tree, who's right here. Shouldn't be that difficult, right? Well, lucky for us, we do have this stuff. The scale, which if we stream, please. Or if we have the audacity
I'll
to
lose
place
my
it.
balance and fall if I have to hold a scale like this. I need something to support it with.
Yeah, we can't just place it like that though. We need to get the branch first, I suppose. As a support for the stream. That branch
I'm
looks...
an artist, not a botanist.
Yeah, we've heard that one. Bit of a convenient shape for the support of this.
Scaly.
Thanks for that. So let's go ahead and place the,
This should do the
the scale. See if that helps bring the water to the tree. Well, this is happening pretty quickly. But it looks like our first quest was a success. Only needed 2 items to complete.
Talk about instant rehab.
Talk about instant rehab, indeed. So now will you help us?
Hello? Hello?
Leave us be.
Are you okay?
We find our strength returned, and so we have no time for idle conversation. We must drink and rejoice.
Aren't we forgetting something?
Hush, listen. The song of ancient wood. Is it not sweet?
Yeah, for a protective guardian spirit of the wood.
Definitely. Yeah. The baby's probably ready to boogie down as well.
Doesn't seem so
The baby of the egg.
so
Thanks
focused.
the earth. We almost forgot.
So now he's gonna help us take care of the egg, I guess, by letting it roll down into its grip. And so the egg returns to the nest. And all is well and good. Oh boy. Well, it sounds like the mother is
What?
nearby.
What was that?
I have the feeling I know what it was.
Uh-oh.
That nest had to belong to something.
It is you. You have come.
Yeah.
Me?
April, daughter,
Daughter.
I have been waiting for you.
Waiting. Why?
Because it begins here, with you, as it always has.
What do you mean?
The breach and the mending, the pain and the joy, the end of the old and the dawn of the new. A different world. I am the mother of what is. But you are the mother of a future that may yet be.
Can
How
I
will I know?
decline the role?
How will I know what to do?
I will guide you, and I will protect you as much as I can. But in the end, you are on your own.
Okay.
Afraid.
You always
You're taking this in
were,
stride, April,
my
I have to
child,
say.
My daughter.
Oh wait. Were you not alone?
This is probably not a good thing.
Well, they did mention one more thing being here. In the battle with the mother at that. And it was this thing. The Black Chaos Vortex. Which really hates April and everyone that has anything to do with her. That's not the last time we'll be seeing it. But that is the end of the prologue.
What a nightmare. I'm completely exhausted. I must have been tossing and turning all night. It's so hot in here, too. No wonder I keep having these weird dreams. I've basically been simmering in my own sweat every night this past week.
That's a pleasant
Doesn't
image.
look like it's gonna cool down anytime soon, either. It's another sunny day in Newport.
Newport. Or I get the feeling that's the name of an actual town somewhere.
Well, it's a good thing the studio's got proper air conditioning. I promised myself I was going to spend most of the day working, and I don't intend to break that promise. Not this time.
I have the feeling you're going to, as it always happens with people who can't get coordinated. So now that we've woken up, we can have a look around this real world.
Nice view, if you're into brickwork.
Well, then why do you keep it open? You know, if you can't see anything nice, don't really see the point of having the curtains not drawn. Town, wouldn't you know it? Down here we
I
got
still haven't figured out what runs through the canals in Venice, but I'm sure it can't be water.
the river of sludge, the
It's a
seagull,
seagull. Poor guy looks quite hungry.
the chain on
Don't
the
know what
right.
that chain's for, but it's connected to some kind of mechanism at the bottom of the canal.
Can we interact with it? We can tug on it a little bit, but that doesn't seem to do anything. And the rubber
It's
ducky.
a rubber ducky, helplessly trapped under that rusty old grill.
I have the feeling we're gonna have to rescue the rubber duck at some point, but first let's see if we can pick up a few items from our closet, maybe. Such as
It's Constable Guybrush, my toy ape. He doesn't much like being called monkey.
so Constable Guybrush. I wonder if that could be a reference to any other adventure game.
It's a bunch of drawings I drew when I was a kid. I don't even know why I brought them here. They mean absolutely nothing to me.
Well, I don't know why you brought them there either.
I could only carry one suitcase with me when I left home. There was so much I would have loved to bring, but c'est la vie. At least it was a clean break with my past.
I guess.
I guess when all my hard work starts paying off, I'll get a house and fill it with all kinds of new junk. The past, who needs it?
Well, maybe if collectors, I don't know. Maybe if the past has some priceless stuff.
Shelves.
Well, did it bring
That's my desk.
some
So,
of that junk
theoretically,
in the
that's where I'm supposed to do my work.
the form
I
of
think my
those
niece is
drawings you
departed with
mentioned?
greener pastures, though, because lately, inspiration's been fleeting at best.
Well, that's a good guess. Shark of the day, but not quite there. No, the Black Chaos thing is going to be revealed as something that's actually significant to the plot, but it's not quite that obvious.
It's been too hot to sleep with a cover, so I don't.
But that revelation is going to come pretty much at the end of the game.
My on-again, off-again diary. We've had a turbulent relationship, her and I.
Can we pick up the diary? Is it an actual diary, or is it like a dictaphone? Which is why, yeah, why the mouth option was highlighted.
It's a picture of me and my friends.
Can we take the picture? I guess we can. Don't know what use we're gonna have for that, but I think we're pretty much done with this place, though.
I'm part of the should be reading more but life's too short generation. We embrace our illiteracy. The last book I read was How to Seduce the Man of Your Dreams. Now, if I can just find a man to dream about, I'll be all set.
Well, I don't know how to comment on that.
That's my work. It's supposed to be a portrait of my life study teacher, but I think he might disagree.
Yeah, in case you can't already tell, April here is a painter.
I'd better head over to the studio to do some work. Only 2 weeks until the big show opens, and my contribution is in serious need of attention. Might be a good idea to get dressed first, though.
Well, do that. You didn't really get the option to get dressed when I was at the dresser, so here we go. This is our attire, which we will be wearing throughout the majority of the game.
Babe, you're looking real sexy today.
Thanks, Tommy Versetti.
Yeah, listen, I've got to run, and...
What's going on, April? How you been?
Well, we can be forward, but let's try to be subtle, why not?
I don't really have time to hang around.
Then how about hanging out with me tonight? A few raptures, some hot dancing. Ah, did I tell you I got a VIP pass to the pavilion? Those things are hard to come by, babe.
Well, let me think about it.
Let me think about it.
So think about it, babe. But don't keep thinking too long or I'll be gone. There are other
Yeah.
birds in the sea, you know? Gotta go.
Don't think I'm gonna have a problem with that, you know, call it a hunch. So Mr. Smooth there retreats into his own
What an
apartment.
asshole.
Looks like we agree on our impressions of him.
Charlie's apartment. His place is twice as big as mine, with a private bathroom and a huge bed. I guess he likes his creature comforts.
Yeah, Charlie, we're gonna be meeting him soon. He's certainly quite the colorful character in more ways than one.
It's a fact, as in FACT, Free Access Terminal.
So what's it used for? Can't.
Computer.
Voice interface is not installed. Please use the touchscreen interface to communicate with this free access terminal.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Why
if
not consider a very reasonable upgrade?
uh,
In addition to a voice interface, true holo display technology and Instacredit compatibility.
No, I'll just use my hands, thanks.
You are missing out on a great opportunity.
yeah,
If you upgrade now,
they are aware of
on.
this.
You understood that.
I was gonna
You
comment on
have
that,
a
yeah.
voice interface installed already.
I
Why would
figured.
I pay to have another one installed?
current voice interface is for sales purposes only. If you take advantage of this very affordable upgrade today,
No, really. This terminal doesn't belong to me.
noted. Please refrain from voice communication in the future.
Yep.
Or you will be reported to the FACT FUB and charged.
And
for
unfortunately,
processing time.
FUB?
Fair Use Bureau. They are authorized to.
unfortunately,
carry
this is a
firearms.
hypothetical future where
Whatever.
capitalism is prevailing everywhere. We can also look at this plant, it seems. Don't know why
Organic
we...
plastic. It grows, and it converts carbon dioxide into oxygen, just like real plants. But it doesn't need nourishment of any kind. Convenient, but disturbing.
Sounds like we found the solution to the pollution problem. I'd be excited about a discovery like that. Apparently we can take a leaf of it as well. Don't know why we would need it, but I think if we double click, yeah, she runs. And I don't know if it's going to become apparent for a few more screens, but well, for the moment here is Fiona, I think, yeah. The owner of this place. So we're going to slowly sit
Morning,
down
Fiona.
and have a chat with her. Why
Good
not?
morning, darling. You're up early.
Well,
Yeah, I
she's
couldn't sleep.
not from...
Are you feeling all right? You look a little pale.
around here, I take it. So we can be chummy with her.
I had a bad nightmare.
Again? Well, you're not the only one, darling. Mickey woke me up screaming in the middle of the night. She wouldn't go back to sleep until I made her a cup of herbal tea.
Nightmares?
Apparently. But she refuses to tell me what they were. I think she's embarrassed.
That doesn't sound like Mickey.
I know, darling. Don't tell her I said so. But I've never seen her so agitated in my life. She scared the hell out of me.
I don't know why I have nightmares. I guess they could be stress-related. After all, the exhibition's right around the corner.
Probably.
Yes, the school exhibition. How's that going?
Notice too that some of the voices in this game are very whispery.
Idea how I'm going to finish my painting on time. I haven't felt inspired in ages.
I think you work too hard, darling. You need to relax once in a while. Live. Enjoy your youth. There's inspiration to be found in hedonism, you know.
I guess.
No, I don't know, but apparently you do.
I'm an authority on the subject, darling. Ask Mickey. She'll tell you I don't lift a finger around the place unless I absolutely have to.
Well, that's one way of doing things. You know, get nothing done, that sounds very fulfilling. Well, we can't stay and chat for a while, but Don't know who everybody is.
Where's everybody this morning?
Mickey's tied up in the basement. Mind you, she's not literally tied up, of course. Although that is a tempting thought.
Are you getting into your sexual fantasies here, Fiona? Because it's a little too early in the morning for that, don't you think?
Yeah, apparently this is a common
Sorry,
occurrence.
I just can't help myself. Anyway, the plumbing is... You probably noticed when you took a shower, yeah? There's no hot water. So Mickey's working on that. Getting knee-deep in putrid canal water is her job. Thank God.
What about Charlie? He up yet?
No, he's still sleeping. And Emma just went to bed. I saw her come in when I was making breakfast. You know who she's seeing now?
I don't know. Some guy?
Those lads I see.
Oh yeah, Emma. Well, she's gonna
good for those arseholes.
be a source
She
of
found herself
problem
around
for
to
us,
treat her
of trouble
right
for us later,
once.
but that will
She
be
hasn't
after
had
we
much
actually
luck with
meet
love,
her.
huh?
She's a magnet for creeps. And she's so pretty. They prey on her, you know, bastards.
I've tried to talk to her about it, but Emma's impulsive. She doesn't listen.
She's just as headstrong as you and me, darling. But I'm sure she'll be all right. She's smart and resourceful, and not afraid to speak up for herself.
Well, at least that line of questioning seems to be over. I don't know if I'd call it good weather, but apparently we can ask even more
Can I
questions.
ask you a few questions?
Why, certainly, darling. About what?
Well, we can get some exposition from Fiona here. What's up exactly? I think I already know what's up with him, but... The Border House, that's the name of this place. Apparently the place where we live is called Venice. I doubt it's the actual Venice, but apparently it's a place called Venice where there is the town where we live in called Newport. So something to keep in mind. Yet we can ask her what her first impressions of us were.
What did you think of me when we first met?
That's a peculiar question, isn't it? I thought you were quite lovely. I still do, darling.
Do you remember the day I arrived?
Of course, darling. It wasn't that long ago, and I'm not senile quite yet. It was in May, wasn't it? Charlie referred you to me, and you were quite at a loss. First day in the city, wasn't it? I remember. You looked like a lost puppy.
Puppy? Me?
When I saw
Yeah.
you lugging that suitcase across the bridge, my heart went out to you. I'm glad you came here. You could have been lost anywhere else.
Not quite true to the subtitles there, but... Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go through all the exposition though. We're going to, we can ask about, like, the town, the apartment. Actually, I don't remember what was the special thing about the apartment.
What's the story behind my apartment?
Your apartment? It's more a room than anything else. Not much more than a large closet, really.
It's not that small.
It's one of our smallest rooms, but it's cheap and it's on a nice floor. I hope you're happy there.
I like it. It's convenient. And it's got, an interesting view.
That's nice to hear, darling. As for the story behind it, no unexplained deaths or hidden pirate treasures, I'm afraid. Just a long string of students on a tight budget.
So there is nothing special about the room. And all the other exposition, like I said, is just about the other characters, but... And, you know, rather than just sit here and listen to it all, I think I'll just take care of that as we meet these people. We'll establish that Mickey is Fiona's wife. Because this game, even though it came out like late 90s, early 2000s-ish era, is surprisingly progressive for a video game.
I don't have any more questions right now.
Don't hesitate asking if there's something else you want to know.
Well, we can talk about the good weather, which isn't really that great. We already
I'd better get going.
After school?
Yeah,
established
there are no more
that.
classes this semester, but I have to finish my painting by next Thursday.
For what it's worth, darling. Good luck. And don't work too hard, all right?
I already established apparently that the weather's too hot to be enjoyable. So I don't know what we're asking that for. What we would be asking that for if we actually did, but... But outside, over here on the left, we got this machine, which we can take a closer look at.
I guess that's a pressure gauge. It's at 100. That's percent, I guess. 100% pressure?
Maybe. And we can tamper around with it, but
Seems the clamp served a purpose after all. What a surprise.
But I don't think we can
Mystifying
really...
contraption and completely absurd. What are all these valves and wheels and thingamajigs for? What grand purpose does it all serve?
Something to do with water, I would imagine. You know, based on how... These are apparently water pipes. But we don't need to tamper with that just yet, I don't think. We can try to step further away from here, but we're interrupted by this guy.
Oye, señorita.
Yes?
How are you this morning, señorita bonita?
Smooth.
Busy.
I see. Everyone's busy today. You have a big show coming up soon, yes?
That's right. Gotta run. I'll see you around.
Sunshine and pretty señoritas give an old man like me the blues. I like my days cold and rainy. In fact, I think I prefer the world to be in black and white.
That's nice.
Like an old movie.
Like all good movies. But tell me, señorita Ryan, how would you describe your perfect day?
Well, I'm gonna say cold and rainy.
Cold and rainy like yours.
Está bien. We are alike, you and I. But this heat is not why you are unhappy, no? You are troubled by nightmares.
What?
Yeah, I wonder how this guy knew.
You are afraid of them. You even fear your dreams may be
I
real.
wonder if he's going to be important to the plot
Who
at
knew
all.
about my nightmares?
No one. I can tell from looking into your eyes. I see the ghosts that haunt you.
I don't know who you've been talking to, but from now on, stay the hell away from me in my personal life.
No puedo, señorita Ryan. You have a destiny.
Destiny? I don't care what you think. Just leave me alone.
If you don't face them, I'm afraid your nightmares will continue. Soon they will appear to you even when you're awake.
You need some serious help, you know that?
We all do, April. That's the reason we are here, you and me.
That's it. I don't have to listen to this.
Perdóname. I've upset you. We didn't think you'd react this way. I hope we can talk again soon.
There's only one of you, guy.
No.
Please, think about it. And señorita, cuidado. Be careful.
Gotta say, this guy has a pretty good pronunciation for Spanish, but... Well, the text was missing the accent. Pretty much my only complaint about that. And... Well, we get another look at this amazingly rendered cyberpunk city. Which leads down seamlessly into this screen that we can actually move around in. And yeah, I think... If we check our options... Oh yeah, we had a conversation log of everything. Every single line of dialogue in the game is recorded. So I guess that's handy if there's something that you need to consult. Hey, I'm just walking up. Graphics. These are the highest graphics I've ever seen, I'm sure you'll agree. So there's a guy with a mohawk apparently skipping along jollily. But we can't interact with him. We can check the clock though.
From what I've been told, the clock stopped on the very day of the infamous Venice massacre in 2109.
2109.
The police opened fire on the squatters.
The Venice massacre in 2109. Well, there he goes. Just gaily trotting along. So I think we can go one of two ways. We can go to the cafe, or we can go to the subway. Or to the park, never mind. And I think this is a good place to show off that in this game, if you have like screens with long distances to cover, you can keep pressing escape to skip through the walking animation and move quicker, which is quite handy. It cuts out a lot of the tedium in the game. So this is the Fringe Cafe. This is where one of our
Closed for
friends...
maintenance. Will reopen at 3 p.m. What's going on? The place was fine last night.
Yeah, this is...
The Fringe Cafe, my home away from home. Really
And-
don't mind working there. It's a nice place. I mean, it ranks nice on a scale from begging for food at the bottom to just scraping by at the top. I not intend to make a career of it.
Yeah, I didn't remember that she worked at the cafe, but... Another person who either works here or owns a place. He's one of our apartment mates, Charlie, who, like I said, we will be meeting before too long. We also got the mystery door on the left.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody pass through that door. Isn't that peculiar? And if I was Nancy Drew, I might actually care.
Yeah, I wonder if we're ever gonna find out what the mystery door holds behind it. Death. Oh, Death Star. Apparently this is labeled as a Death Star.
Can you say Death Star?
Even though it probably is something linked to with the water system. So we can't really do that much at this time. So let's see if we can do anything at the subway, please. Apparently this is East Venice.
East Venice. There are, I think, 3 subway stops in Venice, including this one.
Perhaps look at the queue as well.
Newport Transit System. It's not one system anymore, though. All the different lines are owned by different companies. This is the Metro line, and I believe it's run by Bocamba Mercer.
Now there's one particular evil company that we're gonna have to deal with at some point. But I can't remember what it's called right now.
I wonder what the homeless people do in the wintertime. Supposedly, it gets biting cold here in Newport, and I don't know if there are any shelters anymore.
Well, I wouldn't know, really, but I think we can actually go into the subway right now, but not much to be seen there. Can we even go inside, or do we need like a card to pass through these things?
The gates scan everybody who goes in and out of the station and compares their genetic signature with the database. If you haven't paid your fare, the alarm goes off and the cops show up.
It's okay, that seems like a bit something somewhat extreme, but
It's a gene scanner. It scans your genes, puts your genetic signature into a database, and allows you through all corresponding gates.
yeah, with the rampant rise of capitalism and apparently Big Brotherism. Can we get a single, maybe?
I'll get a weekly pass, just in case.
Oh, okay, so we actually can do this right now. I guess we do have money or whatever it takes to...
It's a small camera.
Do we interact with
It's a
it?
small camera.
Or maybe, I don't know, show it to photograph? No.
I already pushed the button.
Well, apparently we need to scan something, but I don't think we have it with us right now. Unless it's this thing. Oh, never mind.
I'm sorry.
Kinda
but
slow.
The fare is $15. You have $1 left on your cash card.
Well, that's
This message
unfortunate.
is brought to you by the Bocamba Mercer Company.
Company.
The future spells Bocamba Mercer.
Thanks, Shodan.
Damn. I don't have enough money on my card. I have to remember to get paid for last week's work at the cafe.
So we can't get into the subway yet because we don't have a card to buy pass with.
I have to get scanned. Jumping gates in the Newport subway is a corporate offense liable to get me 5 years behind bars. If I'm lucky.
Yeah, 5 years for getting a free ride on the subway. So a slight sense of horrible totalitarian nihilism going on all around this colorful environment.
This guy's out here all day long, all year. He never stops painting. Ever. And I doubt he's ever finished even one painting.
Yeah, that guy's kind of a fixer. We got a train though.
Those freight trains pass by at least once every 5 minutes all day long. You get used to it, though. Eventually.
Eventually, I don't know if I get used to it if I live in a place like that. I mean, the place where I live right now, IRL, is apparently there are, for some reason, there's like planes passing through every hour or so. I don't know why. Passing right above us, so they make a really loud noise when that happens. over here we have...
The Venice Academy of the Visual Arts. World-renowned, prestigious, expensive, and my future alma mater. All goes well with the exhibition, and I get my grant, that is.
So this is where she studies, sure enough.
The Venice Academy of the Visual Arts.
I'm sure she'll do well.
It's the official VAVA notice board. Only registered students are allowed to put notices up here.
Oh boy, apparently I missed something. No, I see what sort of conversation that turned into, but I don't know. Maybe Bishop and
Anne-Marie.
Anne-Marie can
He's
help
a
us.
photography student. She's in my life study class. Nice couple. No, I've got too much to do right now.
But we won't get a chat with them, because we're apparently in a hurry. So let's step inside, where we will meet behind this...
Olaf's on a roll. Again.
This canvas.
Run out of inspiration or energy? Must be the cold Norwegian winters. Nothing else to do but paint.
Well, you know, the creator of this game, I don't know exactly where he's from, but he does have a Scandinavian name. I wonder if that's self-referential at all.
Somebody's thrown away a rubber glove.
Maybe it could be the guy standing right next to the trash can. And somehow we know we'll need this rubber glove that someone...
toss out a perfectly good work glove with just one big hole in it.
Yeah, this thing that someone just threw into the trash. Maybe we can talk to Olaf.
Don't want to disturb him.
No, we can't find out. Yeah, I have a feeling since we can't see his face, he's supposed to be like a representation of the author.
Nice. Very Van Goghish, with just a hint of Munch.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll take your word for it.
Art books. There's a really nice one here on Turner. I love his landscapes.
There might be some artistic references here that I'm missing because I'm a complete scrub when it comes to the visual arts, but... Well, I recognize the name Monk at least. Everyone knows who that guy is. A hollow sculpture. Well, this seems spiffy.
Emma's really good with the hollow sculptor, and her imagination is so vivid. Good thing we're best friends, or I might be jealous.
Well, I guess the hollow sculptures did. We do have them right now, but they're called 3D modeling programs instead. And you know, since apparently this takes place like 100 years in the future, you would think that making a thing like this look good would require a lot more polygons, but...
These sinks are as old as the building itself, but at least they've been renovated quite recently.
But I think this is the place where we were trying to get to this whole time. To get to work.
I can only think of two things more depressing than a blank canvas. Death and taxes.
Okay, I don't know if death would be that depressing, but...
The fruits of my labor amount to absolutely nothing at all.
Okay, you haven't started. That's what I'm getting from this. Can you start now?
I'm way past finger painting. I need a paintbrush and palette.
No, well, they're right
Tools of
there.
my trade. The best thing about working up here is that nobody borrows my stuff.
Do you seriously get this little balcony balustrade area all to yourself? That seems awfully lucky. Even for a pricey university, which it is apparently is. So why not let's get to work. And complete our quest to not be a hedonist like our house owner. And of course we don't actually get to see what we painted, but here comes our best friend Emma, hooray. Wonder what she wants. Can't see it too well, but she does seem to have a big grin on her face.
Emma? Hi! I didn't expect to see you here today.
Me neither. Are you busy?
Nah. Well, I am. But I was about to wrap up for today anyway. Why? What's going on?
I have an important message for you.
Oh boy. Well, what's the message?
What's the message?
Believe it or not, girl, but it's from Cortez. He
Oh
wants
boy.
to meet you. These are his exact words. Where children visualize their dreams.
Okay.
Visualize
That's not
dreams?
cryptic at all.
What's that supposed to mean?
Me? I was hoping you would know.
Did he say anything else? Yeah, Cortez is the guy who talked to us as we left our home. About our nightmares, so I'm sure we're thrilled to meet with him.
Did he say anything else?
No, that was it. Why does he want to meet you? Oh, don't tell me. You guys are having a secret love affair.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, we're eloping and
exactly
flying
what's
to Africa
happening.
tonight. It's all been happening so fast. My heart's aflutter.
How romantic. I couldn't imagine a better catch than Senor Cortez, the Latin lover.
Well, of course we could have the gist. We can ask for the message again, but we can also follow this line of questioning.
Did he talk to you about nightmares?
No. Why?
I don't know. It's just... my dreams are really starting to bother me.
There you go again with dreams. You're obsessing, April. They're just dreams. Sometimes a banana is just a banana.
I think you mean a cigar. Yeah, there we go. Well, we can turn the bizarre analogy back on her.
And a dragon is just a dragon.
What's dragons got to do with it? Oh, don't tell me you had a dream about dragons.
A dragon. A talking dragon.
I'm gonna regret this, but what happened in your dream?
Well, there was a dragon.
I think we established that already. You had a dream about a dragon.
Yep.
Not just any dragon, though. A talking dragon.
Yep, we've been through that. Talking dragon covered. What did it say?
She. It was a she, a female dragon.
What, you could tell from the skirt, high heels, and lipstick?
Don't mock me, Emma. She said something to me. Something about being the mother of the future.
She probably said time to get up and go to school, April.
If you don't want to take my dreams seriously, I'll just stop telling you about them.
Is that a promise?
Like you're in any position to make fun of my dreams? Have you looked at your sculptures lately?
Oh, that's low. I'd punch you out if I wasn't so hungry. You want to go get some lunch at the Fringe?
I don't know, I guess I'll drop by after I clean up. So that was very fruitful. I'm so glad that we shared that information with her.
I'll drop by after I clean up around here.
I'll be there for a while, so bye.
Yeah, bye. I sure hope nothing weird happens while she's gone. That would be great if we could have a normal day.
Who's there?
But instead we get to that vision.
Oh. Hey, that was not a dream, I think.
But why don't you find out?
It's Emma's contribution to the exhibition. I have no idea what it is, and neither, apparently, does she. But it looks absolutely beautiful.
Wow, that's an accent. I don't know how to describe it though, but yeah, this thing. There's a reason why it looks like this, and apparently even though the person who made it doesn't know why they chose that particular shape.
Nice. Very Van Gogh-ish.
But that won't be highlighted until the future.
Nice hair color.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people from Stream would agree. That's a hair color.
The Venice Academy of the Visual Arts.
Nothing new to say, I take it.
The annual VAVA Summer Exhibit, August 11th through 18th. God, I'm actually expected to be ready by then.
Pretty sure you're expected to be ready before then, if that's when it's going to be public. So now that we have had our little bout of work at the university.
This guy's out here all day long.
Okay, same dialogue. Let's see if we can find somewhere else to... oh god. To be. Well, apparently there's some skaters over
Man,
here.
those guys are in trouble. Don't they know that skateboarding is strictly prohibited in Newport?
Oh, but they're being... yeah. But they're being held up by a guy with a big gun, so I have the feeling they already know they're in trouble. It's clearly Van Gogh, even though you couldn't see any of it. You know, just gonna take her word for it.
I think people should have the good sense to do that kind of stuff behind closed doors. least as long as I don't have a boyfriend.
That's an echo.
It amazes me why backpackers flock to Newport. You'd think they'd have the good sense to stick to India, Australia, and the near-Earth colonies.
Still have no idea where on Earth this is, if this is even on Earth, but... Because I call this place Venice, but it's like everyone here speaks English, so I'm guessing it's not Venice, Italy. But now the cafe is open, so we can have a look inside. And here is Charlie, our friend.
Hi, Charlie.
April, nice to see you, girl.
He has a very distinctive voice and tone.
Early bird catches the worm.
No, early bird finishes the damn painting on time.
Shit. Sorry about that, but I accidentally tilted my head the wrong way and some of my drink went right down into my lungs. That was a mistake, but I'm better now. So we can have a chat with our friend Charlie and try to forget that I almost choked to death.
Have you seen Cortez around?
As a matter of fact, I have. And he was asking for you.
Okay, let's find out what Cortez was asking about me.
He asked about me?
Yeah, where you were. He had a message for you. I told him to give it to Emma, that she would be more likely to bump into you.
I got it, but I have no idea what it means.
Cortez can be a little strange.
Well, you need to find out where he went. Which, you know, he left us with this cryptic clue, but we don't quite know what it means yet.
Do you know where he was going?
No, but he seemed interested in that poster next to the jukebox. They put it up earlier today.
What poster would that be?
What poster did you say he was interested in?
The one right next to the jukebox.
Okay, I guess we better go ahead and have a look then.
Thanks.
Anytime, April.
Of course, we can also ask about why the cafe was closed.
Why was the cafe closed earlier?
You know, some problem with the pipes. Stan, he gets real worked up. He is seriously pissed, girl. Keeps yelling at the plumber to fix it, or Stan will fix him. And the poor man is trying to work, but Stan doesn't quit. The plumber finds the problem eventually, but not until he's waist-high in canal water down in the basement.
Ooh, gross. There were problems with the plumbing back at the house, too. No hot water.
I noticed. Girl, that was one cold shower. There are always problems with the pipes here in Venice. They're too old.
But yeah, apparently the plumbing problems are a pretty common thing around here. We can ask him a few questions too, but I get the feeling it's gonna be exposition.
Mind if I ask
again.
you a few questions, Charlie?
Why would I mind, girl?
How long have we known? Well, what about you, Charlie?
What about you, Charlie?
What about me?
Yeah? When was the last time you talked about yourself?
I don't talk about myself, girl. You know that.
Still.
Yeah, I can
I'd
tell
like
from
to
the way you
talk
talk.
about it a bit.
If you want. Just in general, or is there anything in particular you want to know?
How did you end up here, I guess?
How did you end up in Venice?
At home, there wasn't much professional training available for dancers. And my father, he was not happy about my choice of career. He wanted me to work in the factories like him and his father. Out here in Venice, everyone's got their own dreams. And people are supportive of each other no matter how crazy those dreams might be.
Your dream isn't crazy at all, Charlie. You're already halfway there.
But I still have a long way to go. You're right, girl. I can make it if I work hard enough. So can you. Because we're both just so damn talented.
It's okay. Yeah, everyone's gotta pursue their dreams in this totalitarian half-assed Bohemia.
That's all I wanted to know, Charlie.
Okay.
Okay, well. Yeah, same thing about this.
Thanks, Charlie.
I think we're done with that dialogue tree.
I have to get going, Charlie.
Take care, all right? Remember, you're supposed to get paid today. Stan's not gonna remember unless you bug him about it.
Right, apparently Stan is the owner, so... So it's out to the cafe. See what's up with the poster about the jukebox that Charlie just mentioned. Apparently this is Stanley.
Roma Gallery presents Growing Pains. Exhibition by and for kids and teenagers. Could this be what Cortez was talking about? Where kids visualize their dreams?
Yeah, it seems...
Where's the Roma Gallery located?
I don't know, these things, these artworks seem awfully well done to have been done by kids and teenagers, but... Maybe some people are just really talented and they got them all in one place.
Complimentary student pass. Cool. I like anything that's complimentary.
Is there only one left?
Never say no to a complimentary ticket.
No, there's one more, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there, I think. So can we interact with the jukebox?
It's a jukebox, according to Stan. It's an original. Almost 200 years old. I don't know. That looks like a replica to me. A good replica, but still.
Well, can we...
It took some convincing, but Stan finally agreed to put the jukebox on free
Okay,
play.
we can.
I'll just choose a track at random.
So music change, I suppose. Yeah, this is so much better, I'm sure. Stanley, am I getting paid today?
What you doing here?
That's a voice.
You ain't working this afternoon, are you? I don't want my employees work 24 hours a day. Go, get sleep.
But I'm just...
Damn, woman, do I have to babysit you?
It's nice to see you too, Stanley. No, I'm not working today. I just came by to...
Oh, don't ever say those two words when I'm around. I don't think my ulcer can take it.
You? And nice?
That's funny. No, working and not. Don't use those two words in the same sentence. Damn, I get creeps even when I say them.
Well, I'd like to get paid. Might as well get right down to the point.
I'd like to get paid.
Damn, woman, don't you know I got a migraine already? Paid? God damn it. Why'd they have to make that word sound so obscene? Listen, why don't you leave old Stan alone, huh? They make me feel a whole hell of a lot better. Choo, be good little girl,
Alright. I'd still like to get paid, though.
I'd still like to get paid, though.
Mighty man, our woman. You really know how to rub it in. God damn it. Yeah, alright. You got your timesheet?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. Christ, that's an intelligent answer. How about finding out if you do before you bother me again, huh? Does that sound like a plan we can agree on?
Yeah, maybe. Same answer as before, but... don't think we have that thing, actually. Anywhere in our inventory, so... maybe Emma knows where we can find it.
Settle this one for us, April. When did Roindale release Sidetrack?
04, right after the Morning Star exile, those sons of bitches.
With blood on their boots. Yeah, told you so, Marcus.
You said 03.
I was closer than you. 07, and you call yourself a fan.
I don't.
Did you speak with Zach today?
Why?
He was upset. Called you a stuck-up bitch.
He... what? You gotta be kidding me. I wasn't even that rude to him.
You think so? So that even if you came crawling to his door, he wouldn't give you the time of day. Said you called him an asshole.
Oh, God. I really don't know when to shut my mouth, do I?
Well, it's technically true.
Who cares? It's Zach. He hates you, so what? No great loss.
That's true.
So what else is going on? What are you doing this afternoon?
Well, we came looking for Cortez, yeah, but... we can get more exposition from her.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Emma?
Like I don't tell you everything that's going on anyway? Of course you can ask me questions. Like, duh.
Did you speak with Charlie
Did
today?
you speak with Charlie today?
Yeah, for a few minutes. Why?
Nothing. Just wondered is all.
April, did he say anything to you at all?
About what?
About... nothing. I mean, I don't know anything. Which isn't true because I don't lie, but he... Ugh, forget it. If we were having this conversation in a movie, I'd be going like, shit, girl, get your act together, open your eyes. But I don't think that's a good idea. Not in real life. Because real life has a nasty habit of hurting people's feelings.
Yeah, that's the sort of dialogue we're gonna get from her.
Did you finish your sculpture for the exhibit?
Pretty much. I'm happy with it, and I know that if I go back and keep working on it, I'll just kill it. I think I'll leave it alone. You?
You know what? Don't ask. I'm praying it'll finish itself one of these days.
Sure. Could happen. It could so happen. But I wouldn't count on it.
I'll have it ready in time.
Yes, you will, or I'll kick your ass so hard that you'll...
Okay, I got it. Thanks for the inspiration.
So we can ask her about Cortez as well.
What's your, take on Cortez?
My take on Cortez. What's that, like a diplomatic way of saying what the F is this guy's glitch?
Sure. Let's go with that one.
You know, I think Cortez is a barrel of laughs. In a good way. Everybody thinks they got him all figured out, you know? Like he's the resident weirdo. But I know that just ain't true. I've talked with Cortez, and the guy is brilliant. He's weird, yeah, and he's up in the clouds, and I think he believes in aliens, which is cool. But girl, he's smart. I mean, I'm not talking professor smart here. I'm talking real life, seen it all, been there, done that, smart. Useful smart. Experienced smart. And, ooh, I gotta tell you, the guy's cultured. Ask him about anything. Art, music, movies, books. He's current on most topics, which scares me, because it seems he's always just, I don't know, hanging around doing nothing. He rarely goes anywhere. I mean, it's like he's waiting for something. Or someone.
Yeah, maybe Jerry Garcia.
You're bad. No, I don't think he's a doper. I mean, listen to the guy. What he says may sound a little out there, but the way he says it... No, he's not on Amethyst, that's for sure. And one more thing, he is cute.
He's what?
Well, that was unexpected.
Emma, he's like 60.
Did you ever see his eyes? Those are not the eyes of an old man. And so what if he's 60? He's better looking than most of the guys I date, and so much nicer.
Then I think you've been swimming in the shallow end of the gene pool for too long, Emma. I mean, come on, a 60-year-old screwball with a ponytail and an exotic accent? Hello?
Well, we'll see.
Thanks, Emma.
Thanks for what? For talking to you? Girlfriend, what the hell is the matter with you? Snap out of it.
Yeah, well, speaking of Cortez, we're trying to find him, but I don't think it's a good idea to go ahead and talk about that after that bizarre conversation.
I gotta run.
See you around, stranger.
We need to... yeah. We really need to find our worksheets, though, so that we can get paid.
That's my... well... Emma's friend, really. Marcus. He's a Vava student as...
Yeah, we're not gonna let her finish that statement, but... Can't talk to Marcus, so... So, I'm not gonna bother to pay too much attention to that. I am going to return to the border house, though. See whether I can find that worksheet thing that I apparently need to get paid. Here. Might
I
be
worry
on the
about
desk.
the exhibition coming up in 2.
Yeah, I already saw that. Maybe in the,
Books.
oh, these books, I don't know, in the closet.
Bunch of useless old drawings. An empty cardboard box. My suitcase.
Actually, the sheets might be somewhere else. Might be in the bar itself. Maybe I just didn't. Maybe I shouldn't have come here after all. Maybe, what's his face can help me out with that. Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
What's up, April?
Oh yeah, where's the Roma Gallery? I guess we don't even know where it
Do
is.
you have any idea where I can find the Roma Gallery?
Roma Gallery? I seem to remember the name from somewhere, but no, sorry.
They have a poster next to the jukebox advertising an exhibit.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember they put up that poster. The address must be written down somewhere, yeah? Did you check?
I guess I didn't. Can we talk to him
How's
about
work
work?
going
Maybe
there?
that'll help.
Aside from the trouble with the plumbing, everything's been peaceful. Emma's here with Marcus and Isabel. Other than that, I mean, it's been a quiet morning. Everyone must be home out of the sun, yeah?
Or on holiday.
Perfect time for it, too. The city's just boiling in July. And it gets even hotter in August. You should have stayed out in the country until the autumn, girl. It's cooler out there, yeah?
I guess.
Yeah, the summers were cooler back home.
I remember my home. It got so hot sometimes. My father worked as a volunteer fireman, and sometimes he'd borrow the old truck from the garage. He'd fill it with spring water from the river up in the hills. And then he would hose me and my sisters down with ice-cold water. We'd laugh and scream and run around. And the funny thing is, his eyes would light up, and he'd be so proud of himself. He could be so good, and he could be so bad. On those days, I loved him so much. They were the good days.
Okay, character development, I guess.
Can I ask you a few more questions, Charlie?
Sure.
Thanks.
What I'm trying to sort of divine now is
I'll see you
later.
how to acquire the thing we need to get paid. Have the feeling it might be here somewhere, but maybe not. Can we figure out the address?
It's a poster ad for an exhibition called Growing Pains.
Maybe if we examine the ticket we got.
It's the address. The gallery's located near the Watertown Bridge.
There we go.
It's all the way over in West Venice, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna have to catch the Metro Line subway to get there.
Alright, now we know where to go, at least. Can we have a closer look at anything else? Oh hey, the timesheet is actually in the diary. Didn't think to.
Hey, it's my timesheet from the cafe. I completely forgot I put it in here. Good thing I found it, because I'm broke.
I don't know. I guess that's pretty much all we need to do now to get the money.
Here you are, my timesheet.
Don't say that word too loud, sweetheart. You're killing me. Let's see. What is this? Huh? No. Did I sign this? What I thinking?
So?
At least it doesn't look like it's been forged. Thanks.
Thanks? Where's my money?
Oh, you ain't getting it now. Next week, honey. I write down this amount in my ledger. Don't you worry your head from it.
I can now, so I can use the subway
I
though.
need the money now, Stanley.
Yeah, we all need money now. That ain't gonna happen. Next week, I tell you.
I don't know, it seems a bit rash to quit, but...
Next week? Promise?
Sure, I promise. Next week. And if that falls through the week after, but you'll get it sooner or later.
Forget that. I quit.
Not real choice.
You can't quit. You work for me. Nobody quits this job, honey.
I can quit. And I'm quitting. I quit.
Damn, woman. You know how hard it is to find people to take a crappy job like this one? I need you.
Just as much as you need the money?
All right. Jesus, I give you your damn money. What was it, 50 bucks?
$375, Stanley. Cash.
Oh, sure, cash. 300. Are you sure? I pay you guys way too much. All right, give me your CC.
Well, alright. I guess we're getting the money after all.
Thank you, Stanley.
That's
I'm
literally...
sure, whatever.
That's literally all the money we have, though.
Just, I mean it. You free tonight? Wanna pull a shift? Sandra, she out sick and I need a replacement pronto. How about it?
Well, I don't know. Do I have plans? I don't think I do.
Yeah, I need the money.
Great, hon. I'll see you here later. Don't forget.
I guess I won't. Yeah, I'll have to be here later, but... Yeah, I was gonna say if the money in the card is literally all the money she has, then she's terrible at managing money, but the important thing is that now we can pay for the subway access. So let's get a weekly.
Pass, just in case.
Yeah. I don't think Senorith is random though, because Senorith came from the forums. As Odiro just said. Don't know. I don't think it really makes any difference if
$15 subtracted
you choose
from
to
cash card.
go
You are now
there,
free to travel on all Metro Line
take the shift or
subways
not,
for
but
exactly 1 week. And remember, genetic forgery is a federal crime. Keep your genes clean. Have a nice day.
it's alright, GLaDOS. I do remember though from the one time I played through this game and finished it that you need to be at the bar at one point to see a cutscene. I think that's what leads up to it.
There's a high voltage cable running parallel with the rail, and something's gotten stuck between them. It looks like a large iron key.
Sure enough, we got an iron key down there, stuck in the rails. Now that we can, you know, move freely along the...
I'd have to get down there to reach it with my hands, but with that frayed high voltage cable...
Oh, we can't really traverse the...
I didn't brush my teeth this morning just so I could be fried bacon with a pretty smile. I'll have to find some other way to get the key.
No, we can't really roam the platform. Maybe we can get on the train? Please? Because we need to get that key eventually, but we have to go through a rather obtuse procedure to do so. For now, though, we can look at the map so that we can decide where to go.
This screen really is ubiquitous. There's no escape anywhere.
Yeah, if you called it a telescreen, the George Orwell reference could be complete, but there's only one other place we can go right now, and that's Watertown Bridge, where we'll get this amazing soundtrack of one drum droning on and on.
Newport Transit Systems. Another victim of Amethyst.
Amethyst? Yeah, apparently that's going to be a recurring
Poor
thing.
guy's drugged out on Amethyst. They say the first motor function to suffer is always rhythm.
Oh, but there is... I can't quite see where April is relative to this thing. Can I go this way? I think I just witnessed a clipping glitch and I didn't even realize it. But I guess this is the place where we were told to go. Yeah, the place
Hello,
where
sir.
we can go because we
Sir?
have the complimentary ticket.
I'll just leave my ticket here then, shall I? Yes. Yes, I guess I'll do that.
So this guy won't even acknowledge us.
Slow day, I guess.
Can't look at the statues though.
Pointy-edged swamp.
And the patron, or not, we can look at the outside.
There's absolutely nothing out there. Nothing. Oh, there's a city, an entire world even. But nothing.
If you say so, you artsy character.
It's a short, nude creature with a snout. Very inspiring.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll be seeing anything like this in the near future. Look at my DeviantArt gallery. and we'll
For the
do
life
it.
of me, I can't figure out why Cortez wants to meet me. To think of it, why do I want to meet him?
Yeah, you're the one who came here out of your own volition, so...
About time you showed up.
About time? I spent more than...
Oops, damn it, I skipped a bit of dialogue, but I can ask him why he said whatever he said.
Why?
Just look at it.
Okay. Well, look at the painting. It kind of reminds me with that great pattern it has of the Mona Lisa that someone made with French toast, but... What am I looking for is my question, yeah. I have 0 art appreciation abilities in real life.
What am I looking for?
What do you see?
The middle one?
I see an oil painting of 2 humans locked in an embrace.
That's all you see? But there's so much more. Look.
Well, like I said, it reminds me of the French toast painting of the Mona Lisa, but I guess that's not an option.
I see a guy hugging a girl.
And?
They're probably boyfriend-girlfriend, and she's dumping him. He looks really depressed.
Yes. Forget the story. What do you see?
I like the story, though.
I see a statement on loss. The guy, he's hugging a girl, and by all rights, he should be happy, but he's not. He's probably already mourning the loss of her, even though that's still somewhere in his future.
I don't see any of those things, but...
Who cares about his statements? Tell me what you see.
I see art.
Yeah, I guess we had to choose that, eventually.
And beyond that. Beyond art.
Beyond art, well... Technique?
Technique?
Technique is what enables an artist to create art. Beyond technique, beyond artistry, what else is there?
Illusion.
Skill and imagination allow the artist to create an illusion, but that is only skin deep. Beneath the illusion, what else is there?
Truth?
There's delusion, but...
Exactly.
Apparently we have to say truth.
This painting, this particular work of art, speaks a deeper truth. It has a soul.
If you say so, dude.
How can a painting have a soul?
It has a soul because it has an identity.
I was gonna say maybe it's one of the ghost portrait paintings from Luigi's Mansion. Those paintings look like they had a soul, but...
Become part of the tapestry of your subconscious.
No, we have to go with the deep answer.
It has made a lasting impression on you. And you're not quite sure why.
It's just a painting by some kid. It's not as if it's a Picasso or a Monet.
Now you're arguing.
Yeah.
Not every painting by Van Gogh or Michelangelo.
Yeah, that's kind of a ridiculous thing to do.
Although they all demonstrate great technique and craftsmanship.
You know, big names in art aren't everything. I will grant that.
Rarely technically impressive, but they may still have a soul. They may still be real art.
Have you read Montaigne?
Real art is not defined by the skill of the artist? Then what is art? If just anybody can create something more real than artists who spent their entire lives developing their skills?
Art is still the work of artists. And skill, craftsmanship, technique, those things are critical to the success of an artist's work.
Okay.
But alone, those things are merely pretense.
Kind of like what you're saying right now.
To be real, to be truthful, the artist must transfer, shift part of him himself into the work, to transcend the illusion and reach for the truth of art.
And what is the truth of art?
Who knows? I've been asking myself that question for years.
Excuse me? You don't even know?
I guess that's what all building up to this.
And lectures on truth and illusion. For that matter, why did you ask me to come down here in the first place?
Because...
Actually, you didn't even ask me to come down. I spent my entire afternoon traveling all over Venice, deciphering a cryptic message, spending money I don't have on a subway ticket, only to have to stand here and listen to...
I wrote myself into a corner. What do I do now?
This afternoon, a waking dream, and you can't explain it. That's why you are here, isn't it?
Well, we can answer. Well, to be answering what a sensible person would say.
Didn't I tell you to stay out of my personal life?
Yes. Yes, you did. but I chose not to listen.
You do know we live in like a police state, right?
Some things look real, but are not. And other things may appear to be of no consequence at all, but are in fact invaluable. Like Warren's painting here, and your dreams. There is both truth and illusion in dreams, and in the images they create. The problem is in sorting the one from the other.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, dude.
I'm telling you there are things afoot, and that you need help in sorting the truth from the illusions. My help.
Why yours?
Good. I was hoping you'd understand.
I didn't.
No, actually, I didn't understand a single
Yeah, Cortez
word.
isn't very good with
Just
sarcasm.
art and truth and dreams and illusions, and I still don't understand what it all has to do with me. There are things happening, yes, and I came here because I thought maybe you're crazy enough to believe me, to help me. I don't know, sort through the debris and come up with the plausible explanation. But no, you tell me my dreams might be true, that I need your help, and that there are things afoot. I mean, who says afoot? I've never
Conan
had
Doyle?
used the word before. There are things afoot.
The game is afoot. I don't know.
Understand your reluctance to believe me, señorita. But I cannot convince you here, now. Meet me tomorrow.
What?
Meet me tomorrow, and I will tell you everything.
Well, at least he's actually asking us this time.
But you will. Because you are compelled to do so by your own curiosity. Because you are drawn to mystery. And because despite your skepticism, you believe I have the answer to all your questions.
No. No, I don't care. I just want to have a normal life. No nightmares, no visions, no strangers telling me that things are afoot. Comprende, amigo?
Ay, Dios mío. Is that the time? I've got to run, señorita Ryan. I'll see you
Rayan.
tomorrow then.
I said...
Did you know that the word Rayan in Spanish means they scratch? Well, you do now. Can we go after him? No, we cannot. Well, why even bother staying behind then? Apparently we've completed our quest to meet the mysterious Spanish-Cuban ambiguously cultural man who has a lot of mystic shit to tell us. Should probably save since... No, that's the opposite of what I wanted to do. Okay, wait. I forget, how do I save? Oh, here we go, options. So I guess it's back home for the day. Yeah, I have the feeling that we went to the academy and we could actually see this painting that apparently they will never show us, but apparently...
Nice. Very Van Goghish, with just a hint of Munch.
I have the feeling if we could actually see this thing, it would look like a Jackson Pollock painting, but who am I to tell? I didn't make this game. Yes, I know, the bridge. Unit Eatery. Oh, yeah, I didn't see you come in, Unit Eatery. And the answer is yes. I have played this before, actually.
I wonder what happened to the artist. Probably making a bundle from cheesy fantasy calendars and book covers.
Oh yeah, we can look at the mural. I didn't even notice that before. But I've only played it once, so you know, there's a reason for that, because this game does live up to its name. It is one of the longest journeys of the day. Yeah, essay. It's totally essay. It's the Mike Mnemonic subforum. No, I don't think. I think like maybe one or two of the people who come here have essay accounts. Maybe. And that's being generous, but you know. I guess what we're supposed to do now, though, is fill in our shift that we said we would fill.
I'm all scrubbed and ready to work, sir.
Yeah.
You'll be on the floor tonight, honey. Start taking orders.
But in all seriousness, the forum they're talking about is the Mike Mnemonic forums. That's Mike mnemonic with 2 N's, not an M and then an N. Which is a promote thing, and which is kind of an offshoot of another stream that used to be regular, but since Mike, the guy who ran it, got a different job, that didn't let him stream regularly anymore. It doesn't happen as often anymore. But how can I talk about that when we got this tiny bird creature blowing a horn, being sapped out of a jukebox? And apparently taking several seconds to realize it's apparently in a strange new place. And that marks the end of chapter 1.